Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today what I want to talk about are three watches all under $3,000. You can find them under $3,000, sometimes a lot under $3,000. So let's get started. Now the first one is the Hermès Arceau Grande Lune. Now the Arceau is sort of the style, especially with these highly italicized Arabic numbers that they have around the dial. It's sort of like formal-ish, okay? It's not totally formal. It would be a great, classy-looking everyday watch, I think, without paying a fortune for it. There are two basic ones. They have the white and the blue, and they both have gaiter straps. And Hermès, they're straps by Hermès, which are really nice straps. The base movement with the triple calendar module is an ETA. It's the 2892 base, which is very good version of the ETA movements. It's a little big. It's 43 millimeters. It's steel. It's got 30 meters you can go down in the water with, but to me, it's not exactly not a diver. And the MSRP is $6,100. I found them ranging from $1,500 to $3,000. These are just sort of looking all over the internet. And what you get, you have the time, the day, and the date. But then you have a triple calendar. You have sort of right under the 12 o'clock, you've got the day and the date, and then below that, down at 6 o'clock or just above 6 o'clock, you have the hand date. And then in the middle of all of that, you have a moon phase. This watch is I think, a really neat watch, and at that price, I think it's a great price too. Now, the next one is a German watch called Tutima M2 7Cs. I had met with Rolf Lang, and he used to work with her. I think he did the training for Tutima at one time. He trained the watchmakers and so forth. And one of the things I learned was that they're good. They're really good watches. They're extremely well made. Now this has got a Sellita SW200, a very simple kind of automatic movement, very popular, based on an equally popular ETA movement. But over time, ETA hasn't let anybody outside of Swatch use their movement, so it's most likely a Sellita SW200. It has a lot of colors. You have a rotating bezel. They're two different kinds. One kind just has a date at the bottom down at 6 o'clock, and the other one at 3 o'clock, it has a day date. They use the same movement. That's one of the interesting things. The same movement can be used either as time only, or time and date, or time and day date. The orange one and blue one that I've got pictured there have the day date, and the other two have the regular date down at 6 o'clock. Also, too, you can get some of them come with a metal strap. Others are sort of the combination of textile and rubber. The two in the middle are that way, or then they come with a leather strap as well. Interesting one. And again, these are all under $3,000. They start at $850. You can find a heck of a neat watch for that. It's a German watch. Now, this last one is one people look at me like I'm crazy with a watch that's called with a name like Dandy. It's Chaumet Dandy. Now, I've talked about these before. I talked about the one I have. This is the Dandy. I forgot what's it called. The Dandy Arty, etc. Really, seriously, that's the name of it, Dandy Arty. Anyway, the thing of it is not so much the horology of it, even though in some it's really spectacular, like this one's got a Agenor module of two giant Agenais gears in it. But it's the case, and they seem, I swear they get better ETA movements. I think dealing with Chaumet, for some reason, they figured, well, we're going to give them some really good movements. I mean, these are the guys that made the settings for Napoleon's sword when he became emperor. Other emperors and kings have used the Chaumet jewelers for eons. The Chaumet brothers were the ones who bought Breguet and brought it back to the status that it enjoys today. Unfortunately, they both went broke trying to corner the market on diamonds. And but Chaumet certainly lives on as one of the top jewelry makers. But for watchmaking, I think they gave up on making men's watches, but the ones they have that are available are really something. A couple guys I know, they showed me the ones they bought. One I saw in person. And, you know, when you recommend something, you say, oh, you think this is really good. Oh, the thing looked a lot better than I realized. Beautiful, beautifully done watches. Now, these two, one is the chronograph, and the chronograph has an ETA 2894-2. The module for doing the chronograph is not the Depras one that is typically within a lot of other ETAs, but it's an ETA all the way through. Now, the other one, the Chaumet regulator dandy, I swear this thing is rare as hen's teeth. I've seen very few of them. It's really a very pretty watch. The blue is sort of almost like a gunmetal blue. And again, it's got a caliber called the CP12V-X1. I'm pretty sure it's a modified ETA 2892. Basically, what they do, they take the hour from the middle and they put it up at 12 o'clock, and then they have the regulator, which means a separate little dial or subdial for each of what it's measuring. Plus, it's got over at 3 o'clock, it has a little window for the date. Wonderful bracelets on these watches. Anyway, those are my recommendations for some good buys under $3,000. I'd really like to hear what you think of that. And until next time, this is Bill Standard for Watch Art Side, the art and science of watch collection. Opportunity to subscribe if you like.